What I'm going to show you today is how to make this beautiful mermaid top all by yourself. So yeah, let's just get started. So here's everything that we need to make this top. First we need a glue gun, and we also might want some new glue gun sticks in case we have to reload the glue gun. Then we need some silver paint, a pencil, some pearls and some seashells. And you actually need a lot of more seashells than those, but I've already put them on the top, so there they are.
So the first step is to paint the seashells, and I've actually already painted them all, so I'm just going to show you how to do it by painting one of them again. It's not much to show though, because it's a really easy part and it's probably kind of hard to fail. But we're just going to take the brush and dip it in the silver paint, and then we're going to start putting the paint on the seashell. And we don't want to forget to paint all the way out on the edges, because otherwise we're going to end up with areas of the seashell that lacks this gorgeous silver color. So yeah, and when we're done with the painting, we're just gonna let it dry for about 15 minutes.
So when the shells are dried, we can start applying them on the top. But the first thing we're gonna have to do is to turn on this hot glue gun, and it takes more or less 10 minutes for it to get hot enough. I've actually already turned this one on, so I'm prepared to start right away. But before I actually start gluing, I like to place the shells out on the top, so that I know that it will look good and it's not like an empty area or anything. And you can place them as you prefer, but I actually like when they are located pretty close to each other, because I don't want it to look like, I don't want it to look empty. But I don't want them too close either, because I'm also gonna squeeze some pearls in there later. But I'm actually pretty happy about this one, so I think I'm gonna stick with it. And then we can start gluing. So before we get started actually gluing, there's just 3 things I think you should keep in mind, and I think they're kind of important, so yeah, I'm gonna tell you about them now. The first thing is that you want to have a kind of a good tempo, because if you work too slowly, then the glue is just not gonna stick as well as we like it to, and the seashells might actually drop off during the evening or the day or whenever you plan on using the top. Moving on to the second thing. We want to make sure that we're careful when we use the hot glue gun, because we don't want to burn ourselves. And even though it's not dangerous, it still kind of hurts, so I find it kind of unnecessary. Finally, the third thing is that you don't have to be afraid of using too much glue, because even if it like ends up some outside of the shell on the top, no one's probably gonna notice it, and even if it would be visible, we can still fix that later on, so don't worry. So now I can actually start gluing, finally. So I'm just taking the glue gun and so I'm done with gluing on the seashells now, so I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on to gluing on the pearls. So you have to be careful so that you don't burn yourself with the pearls too, and probably even more careful because they're like so small, so it's even easier to get burned on the pearls than the seashells. So just put on a little glue. So I'm really happy about the result, and I think it was really a fun thing to do, and I highly recommend you doing something similar or the same thing, because like if you're going to like a masquerade or anything, I personally think it's much more fun to come in something that you made yourself, and just it also makes you more unique, because like if you go and buy something at a masquerade store, someone might show up in the exact same thing. So yeah, I'm happy about it, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So yeah, bye bye.